Jai Gurudev. Friends, we are very fortunate today that we have a guest who is expert in archaeology and has written this book, Mr. Dr. Pradeep Mohanty. And he is going to ask some questions and I'll try to answer them. That's the situation, because today's guest is authentically great person in the subject of architecture related to temples. Namaskar.
Thank you for very kind introduction. Architecture is a very fascinating subject, and you, since you are a very eminent scholar in Vaastu, I would like to ask you, what is the difference between temple architecture and houses for humans?
See, the purpose of the temple and purpose of the house are two distinctly different things.
Okay.
In temples, normally person goes for worship and asks over there for a better future, isn't it? So over there, the way in which the assemblage of sentiments, actions and rituals involved, entirely different situation lies when we speak of a home. In home, there is a family and each person is having his own role in his life. Basically, in home, there is connectivity with the romance also, isn't it?
Okay.
Which is totally absent as regards temple architecture.
Okay.
That's why in home situation, you will see the most important zones, we call them as the southern zone, which is called as Shrungara Shala in traditional language, and second one is the western zone, west direction, which is termed as the Rangashala. So in a house, there lies most importance to the stability of the person and his consciousness in correlation to sensuous pleasures, and ascension of the human consciousness in correlation to sensuous pleasure is the basic theme of the subject of the architecture, that is Vastu Shastra of the home. But in temple architecture, everybody is going over there to worship the Lord, and by worshipping the Lord, as in Rudra also say that Dhanaschame, Somaschame, Indraschame and all that. He asks, please give me this, please give me this. So all that demand from the deity is the content of that space which we build as the temple, whereas in the house it is more of a correlation to the pleasure, a daily routine, how to make the life effortlessly in a very romantic way. For the children, it should act as the connectivity to the positive life. Then learning is there, then intellectual development of intellectual abilities is there. So all these two things, you will find there lies a difference. So if you go to the temple, you will see the Garbhagruha. There is no light as such. You will find a very dark place, and all that dark place is illuminated by the, we call it as the Deepa. The Deepa is in pure ghee, it is lighted, and the way in which the light falls on the deity, and a type of mysticism is always connected with the temple architecture. But that mysticism is not there in houses. Houses are clear houses where we connect ourselves to the moon streams, whereas in temples we connected ourselves to the Sushubhana Nadi, that is the ascension of the consciousness beyond what we call in traditional language as the Shira, Ura and Udara, that is the stomach, where lies the hunger, then there lies the Ura, there lies the sentiments, and Shira, that is the head, that is nothing but the intellectual abilities. So above that, the journey starts over there in the temple architecture. In case of houses, it is exactly reverse. There we are more connected with Shira, Ura and Udara. Means intellectual abilities, your cleverness, and Ura means it is the sentimental connectivity and relationship between the family members and outside world, and the Udara means the basic earning the requirement and a richer style needs. That's why Ganesha is called as the Lambodar, who fulfills your all wishes. So that difference is there between two. That's why in Manushalaya, that is in human houses, we give importance to the Chandranadi, that is north, northeast, east. And Chandranadi, that is moon streams, are termed as Shubha Sanketadai, that is that which brings good news in the life. That's why whenever in any house you find north, northeast, eastern streaming is there, means the total life itself is disciplined and in order of gaining everything which we call as the Panchaparamishti. Did you get it?
I got it. Yeah. I have a question to you. See, I have seen some remarkable temples within India. For example, Khajuraho, Konark, and Jagannath Puri temple.
Right.
And there are lots of romantic and erotic scenes
Yeah,
within the
yeah,
temple
yeah,
premise.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you said
Yeah.
in temple there is no romance, and whereas in household things we have some romantic
Yeah.
zones. So can you explain that?
Obviously, there were the emancipation or the going beyond the sensuous acts by using sensuous organs as the means of ascension. So that other different religious branch is there. Always in India you will find there are hundreds of streams given by 18 Maharshis which are related to the ascension of the human being. So that difference is always there. There are always certain structures, certain temples where you find all those erotic images. So, did you get it?
I got it.
That what difference is there?
Absolutely.
If you go to Tirupati,
Yeah,
you won't find such things.
Right.
Like Kolhapur temple, if you go, you won't find like that. So, there are two different streams. One is the atheist stream, attaining that, like that.
Okay, fine.
So, I am thankful to you for coming here and
Thank you
asking
so much.